take a second.
Oh.
But yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be live again.
And Bob Hearn is metronoming also.
Yeah, it seems like everyone's running a pretty smart race overall. Most people are shooting for 24, which is something... I mean, this is the most people we've ever had at Solstice, which is exciting.
That's cool. Yeah, and there's still a ton out there.
Yeah.
It's fun from this viewpoint. You can really see it all.
There's Camille.
She is cruising.
Yeah, she is really picking... Wow, just flying. She's been consistently just like... Oh, now she's only a lap behind Zach. I think she's kind of catching up on him. She's just one lap behind. There's Pat Reagan.
Look at him. Like, has he even run?
Some people think he's sleepwalking. They're like, wake him up when he's done.
And there's the legend, Connie Gardner. Amazing.
Yeah, it's really awesome. Oswaldo Lopez right there coming on through.
He's looking strong too.
Yeah. It's definitely cool having my brother out there as well. I think he's running a real smart race.
Oh, he is for sure.
He's put a lot of research. He's been around the sport for a long time, like 14 years. He knows what's up. He's running his own race out there, that's for sure.
That's super cool.
Yeah, it's really awesome to see.
Yeah, I didn't know he did 24-hour races.
He was on the world team a bunch of years ago.
I saw that before we came down here.
8 years ago, maybe. But yeah, he's kind of transitioned away from it and recently came back.
That's really cool.
So
yeah, Micah. I don't know her last name.
Oh,
Micah M.
Micah Morgan, I believe.
She is really strong still, and it's her first 24-hour race.
Yeah, she is. Some people were definitely telling us to watch out for her.
Yeah.
And she's rocking it.
And Susie Swinehart, I think is her last name. She is also holding steady out there. So
we had a couple more comments. We're back live on YouTube taking your guys' comments. Thank you for bearing with us through a couple connection issues, but do you try and get extra sleep in the days before or nights before a long event? I don't really, no. I'm not good at that. I don't know the science behind if it even works. I just get normal sleep. Do you try and bank sleep? Like before Barkley? I really should. Yeah. Like going into Tahoe, I didn't at all. I pulled a couple all-nighters that week. I was sleeping at the race briefing.
Oh, that's right.
But yeah, like I was actually pretty proud of the fact that, you know, my 64-hour finish time, I slept a total of 3 hours, which between 5 naps. Proud of that. It's nothing like what you do out there, but no, that's legit. But yeah, that's the best I've ever done with sleep deprivation in a race. I'm usually the guy that falls asleep for 8 hours and like at Barkley a couple of years ago. Yeah, it wasn't good. We were like, where is he? Yeah, sleeping under a rock. So yeah, people give me crap for that all the time. So yeah, we're here with Courtney here for a little bit longer. We're getting close to the 100-mile split, so we might try and bounce down and have one of our field reporters get some footage. I'm gonna hang out here and just comment on it, but we'll have to get them in action. Don't bank sleep at the race briefing. Come on, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. You can't, someone says you can't store sleep. But I'm certainly, you can show up more well rested than not. Yeah. But you don't think you don't think it really matters, or do you just try and get normal sleep? Normal sleep. Like a normal amount. What's normal for you? 7 to 8 hours a night. Yeah. But
Zach and Camille are at mile 99.
Oh wow.
Do you want to go down and gotta see 100. Does he have the mobile thing? Or is it right there? He said Zach and Camille are at 99 miles. So they're closing in on that 100. Oh, so is that not updating then, maybe?
I've got 99 according to my version of the feed, so.
Oh, 98. It's close. Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys want to go down
96.
Yeah, maybe go down there. We're gonna try and get our in the field reporter down on the track, get some footage. So you're welcome to like stay as little or as long as you want. So don't feel like I'm holding you hostage up here. No, you're not. Those stairs are. Yeah. You're gonna need some help out of here, huh? You want to take a couple more questions? Yeah. Courtney, would you ever like to RD a race? Oh man, I don't think I'm talented enough for that. It's a lot of work. Maybe I need to like assistant RD one to get the whole. I mean, this is step one, just being in this booth here. Which this is fun. This is a lot of fun. I could use I'm having a blast. Yeah, that would be cool. No, I don't even know all the parts that are involved. I would need for putting on a race. Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
lot.
we can put together a course for you.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
Race directing course. Odds on Jamil falling asleep on the camera tonight. Place your bets. Yep. I got a
That would
drone.
be good footage.
Yeah. I'd say highly likely. Every other year of Solstice, there's always someone. I end up on someone's Facebook page asleep, and they're like poking my eye out. We got a drone in the window here. Hey, what's up?
That feels so futuristic.
I know, we're streaming to the internet, and there's a drone flying outside the window. 2018, welcome. Wish you guys could see this. This is something. Billy Yang is creeping on us.
Friend.
Yeah. It'd be cool. Oh, it's getting closer. Let's see. Some people are having the feed cut in and out. Sorry about that. On our end, it shows that we're still good to go for now. Cutting in and out for me.
Hi, Kelly.
Have you ever started a race in a bad mood or a negative mindset? How'd you pull out of that?
I mean, I've had races start out where I want to do really well, and at the very beginning of the race, I feel just awful. Like it's not going to go that well. But I think just staying in it and trudging on through, finding the other side of those dark patches, it gets better usually. Or eating something.
Yeah.
Or music. Depends.
Usually there's something to address if you're grumpy. And yeah, try not to quit at that moment. That's
yeah.
Usually you can get through it.
Don't quit when
Eat
you're
something.
grumpy.
Eat some mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Or jelly beans.
You were just in Hong Kong?
That's correct.
What was that for?
The Solomon Running Academy. So you can qualify for it in ultra races, or there's a youth academy as well.
Nice.
Yeah, it was super cool. Got to run the trails around Hong Kong, which are insane. The stairs are crazy. They don't do switchbacks. They just build a set of stone stairs up the side.
Well, and from my experience, it would, like, if it wasn't for those, it'd be a beautiful single track through the forest.
Yeah.
And they just pave it over.
Yeah.
It's awful. The government thinks that's like a good idea. I don't know who's been talking to them.
That was pretty cool though.
Camille is going to set the Open USA 100 record in just a few minutes.
Who said that?
That's because right now we're at 13:17,
Steve.
so we
Thanks,
are
Steve.
at 1 mile. She's less than a mile.
We're gonna
so
see it happen here live.
hopefully they can get this.
Toggle them to the big screen of the track.
Oh yeah, we'll switch it out.
Can you get to the 100-mile mark?
Yeah, well, we're trying to get our live reporters,
Oh, right.
our field reporters. So right now, this is our feed now. We're trying to get the phone back up and running.
Twitter is not stable, but YouTube is better.
Okay, great. Thanks for that, guys. We're doing the best we can here. So yeah, we're gonna keep an eye out for Camille. Did it die?
The pack attached to it did.
Are you sure it's not just on?
That might be it. Yeah. The camera was up when I got to it.
Oh, it did die. That's awful. Wasn't. Gotta plug this guy back in. Hopefully it can start up here in a second. Trying to get this going for you guys.
She just went by. She must have a couple laps.
Yeah, she's like 3.5 laps away. So.
Oh man, that's exciting.
Hopefully this turns on. And if you need to, just hold it, maybe even if you have to. We'll see if we can get it going here. Let's see. Don't mind us. A little technical, couple issues here. Yeah, you can just read those directly if you want to.
Kelly, I don't know where Kevin is, but I hope he's finding us some snacks. Yeah, Jane doesn't want to miss the 100. We're finding it, Jane. See, this is the RD part I couldn't do.
Oh shoot, I gotta get it. Is there any tape in here? there or something.
Is there an issue with the...
Well, it's just like you may not be able to, like I said, you may not be able to use it while it's plugged in. Is the only thing, so.
Can we flip the...
Here she comes, there she goes.
Here she comes, here she goes.
Kurt, did you get my message about... Did you get my Facebook message? Any Solomon jackets you have used that would
Do you
be
want to just take this
good
one? Whichever.
for winter running, not more than $100.
That's true, we can charge the other one.
Yeah.
None of these would
She's
be
going
good
by
for
again,
winter
so,
running.
Yeah,
These
just
are too
go down
puffy.
there. Yeah.
Too hot.
Awesome. Yeah, she's like a half mile away, and Zach's gonna be there first, so. All right, so we do have our
She says
field.
Camille just passed Zach.
No, she's still one behind. So.
One lap behind.
Yeah, let's see here. Oops.
Toggle. We're toggling over to the 100-mile mark view. Please stay tuned. That's so cool. So many gadgets. That's awesome, Daisy.
All right, we have our field view going, everyone. So we're looking like Zach Bitter and Camille Herron are coming up on 100 miles.
Woo-woo!
We've got actually you can see the team walking over right now.
Very official.
So they're our timer team. They've got their stopwatches. That's race director Haley Pollock there with the green shoes out there in front. And we're gonna actually grab the audio.
Go down the track.
He's already down there with it, yeah. You can go down there if you want. Go help report.
Okay.
Oh, you'll be able to hear them?
They will be able to.
Oh.
We won't. But
Okay. The official marker right there.
yeah, so we can keep talking. Yep, they've got the mark on the ground.
What's our time right now?
Our time is 13:22.
Ooh, those are some fast hundreds.
Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, we are here 13 hours and 22 minutes into the 2018 Desert Solstice. We've got our team in place for 100-mile split times. This is going to be Zach Bitter coming around first, and Camille is now on the same lap as him.
Wow.
She is charging.
That's so cool.
I think did she pass him?
I don't know. They're getting at the
She's
same
there.
lap, though.
And he's
There's
there.
Zach. She passed
Oh
him.
wow. So Camille.
Here she comes. Oh no.
Oh no, Zach
There
is
she
Zach is one ahead. Zach passed the map, so she is just behind him. So
this isn't hers.
this is not hers. She still has one more, but this is Zach's 100-mile split. So you're gonna see Camille. Oh, and you have Patrick Karen. He's gonna take it away.
Here's Camille. She's got one lap to go for 100 miles. She's about 20 minutes under the current 100-mile track record of 13:45. The current women's open track mile record 13:45.49. She's projected at 13:25.55, and one lap to go. So we'll see her in less than 2 minutes.
Nothing.
Try to listen. Nothing.
So Camille is
Oh, there. Oh no, that's us.
Alright, she is rounding the back of the track. So about 200 meters to go. And here she comes on the straightaway. Do we want to move over here? So yeah, she's right along the tents right now.
It is this lap. This is right now when she's coming up here. This is her 100 mile.
to go, Mike. Way to go. All right. Way to go, Camille.
Woo! All right.
Congrats. Woo. And she's through. Onward.
13:24.
All right, new record there. And Zach Bitter cruising along. Way to go, Zach.
Switched.
All right.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. Actually, we're gonna go back to that feed. Looks like they're coming in, walking back in. So that was our first 200-mile splits right there. That was pretty cool. We had Zach Bitter hit as well as Camille. And that's a new track record for 100 miles for Camille.
Nice.
She still has the overall record from Tunnel Hill last year, but this better is Gina Slavy's.
All right, so another record down for today. We had a few age group records earlier today, and I think that's the first American record that's been broken. So I think the unofficial time was 13:24 and change. So 21 minutes under the previous record. And here she comes, continuing on in her 24-hour race. We will see if she continues for the next 10 hours or what her plan is exactly. I think we're all interested in hearing that. And yeah, we've got plenty of other runners still cranking it out. Here we got Pat Reagan coming in and Zach Bitter. They're both looking for a shot at the 24-hour U.S. team. It'll be their first, Pat Reagan's first attempt at the 24-hour mark, and Zach's had one prior attempt, but stopped after 125 miles. So assuming he makes it for the full 24 hours, a big PR from him. And here we have Connie Gardner. Way to go, Connie. Great job. And Nick Curry coming up in the pink Nikes. Way to go, Nick. Way to go, Bob. Any other,
How's that? Sound good?
It seems that Camille and Zach and those that are approaching the 100 milers have really kind of brought the vibe and the crowd back a little bit. 13 and a half hours into an event like this, it's not always going to be the most exciting thing, but it's definitely got the moods up right now.
Yeah, no, it definitely picks up the energy of both the runners and the crew. I mean, it's late at night, but the night's just beginning as well. So, yeah, plenty of hours ahead. But yeah, I think that's really exciting for a lot of people to see. And it's also really exciting to see her continue, because I think there is a few rumors going around that she might stop after that 100-mile mark. But indeed, she'll continue. So yeah, I think a lot of people are excited to see what will happen. Maybe you want to check in with these guys?
Sure.
Can we check in with you folks for a few minutes?
Sure.
What with Camille's record, were you guys surprised to see her continue on, or do you think
We heard
going
rumors
for
that
the-
she might stop at the 100, but those are just rumors. Looks like she's still going on. She's still looking great.
Yeah.
She's been looking great all day. It's really incredible that she, well, I mean, yeah, I think she's going to do great things if she keeps going on at this pace. And I haven't seen a lot of cracks in her
Yeah, I
armor
haven't
right
seen her
now.
falter yet. Yep.
She was smiling virtually the entire time.
Yeah.
Which is insane. Running around a track for hours and hours.
Yeah.
She's still smiling.
Yeah, no, it's pretty awesome to see.
So it was 13 hours, 25 minutes, American track record, female track record is what it was?
Yep. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 20 minutes under.
I'm from Southern California, that's why I'm bundled up like this.
55 degrees and freezing.
Yeah. There's still 10 and a half hours to go. Looking good, Camille. Woo!
She did put a cap on and arm warmers. So.
Yep.
Yeah, we're getting to that
Yeah,
point
so
of night
she
where
is
people are going to start
prepared
throwing
for-
layers back on.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let's.
Even though obviously the focus is on those that have just hit the 100-mile mark, we've obviously got a lot of other runners as
Yeah.
well that are pursuing various other goals, age group records, even I would assume some of the foreign nationals that are here going for records based out of their own country.
Yeah, and I think some of them are trying to qualify for their own national teams as well to make the 2019 World Championships next October.
I know that Del Sol specifically
yes.
for the UK is actually
For the
attempting to
UK.
qualify here.
Yep. Yeah, so there's definitely a lot of people going after PRs, records, what have you. And I think of the 33 people who started this morning, I think there's still 29 people out on the track. So only 4 people have ended their races thus far. Way to go, Mike.
Mike McKnight looking awfully strong all day today.
Feeling spry? Doing good.
I think we're gonna throw it back to the
Yeah, I think we're
booth?
going to head back to the booth. So we will switch to Jamil.
and we're back to the
All right, thank you guys for that. Where are we at? Nope, switching back. Nope, switching back.
Stick with us.
Made me experience the most awkward 10 minutes of my life.
No, you did really good. We were listening.
Yeah, but now everyone can hear that you just said that. Oh no. Except I screwed it all up.
Is
Come
it
on,
still
come back.
on?
All right. Yeah, we're good. Oh, I kinda-
Someone says Camille can set the world track record for 24 hours by averaging just over 10-minute miles the rest of the way. That's a good stat.
10-minute miles. That's amazing.
10-minute miles and she'd have the world record.
Yeah. Yeah, so welcome back, guys. That was super fun. Thanks to Patrick for getting all that. Yeah, do you want to look at some of the comments? We're just going to throw you right back into it.
They were just loving your on-the-field coverage.
In the field
In the
with
field.
Patrick Karen.
Is this the farthest Camille has ever run? Yes.
If she keeps going substantially longer, I don't know.
Yeah, because
is Tunnel Hill exactly 100?
1240 for 100
1240 was the
miles.
furthest
So,
she's-
yeah.
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 I believe so.
We're in new territory.
New territory. Every mile's new.
Dun-dun.
PRs every second.
Every mile's new.
That Reagan is like butter out there. Every lap is the same form. Yep.
Yeah.
That's for
He's
sure.
a butter robot. He should be on his 100 in the next, like, He'll get it before 14 hours.
Yeah, he's like 3 miles away right now.
So he'll get it before 14, which is setting up for a really good 24-hour
Yeah.
number if he holds it.
And that'll be new territory. It's kind of new territory for him right now. Well, pretty close. He did 13:01 at Javelina last year and like 13:40 this year, I believe.
Yeah.
So he's like right around the longest he's ever run in a race as
That's
well.
cool.
Yeah,
wasn't
it
that
doesn't
long
look to
ago.
be struggling at all, yeah.
2 months.
October 28th.
It's a month and a half.
Yeah. I mean, that was what? Because the Big's backyard was only like a week before that, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Old tune-up.
And you.
It didn't work well for me.
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, let's hope it didn't affect him, right?
Yeah, I don't think it did.
Yeah. Well, and then Zach's Tunnel Hill was after
Oh,
that,
yeah.
even. So he's got a 12:08 on his legs.
Wow. That's so impressive.
All right, so how's Pete Kostelnick doing after running from Alaska
So
to Key
good.
West? Yeah, I'd say he's crushing it.
Really good.
We checked in with his crew members earlier today, and they said that he wasn't really going into this race with any major goals in mind, just more looking to get back to racing and having a fun time out there. But he's definitely cranking it out and certainly moving up in the field as
Yeah.
well, it seems.
I think he's just getting warmed up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Interesting is Nick just passed him. So
Oh,
Nick's
really?
really moving up. Yeah,
Nice.
he's like a half mile ahead of Pete now.
Wow.
So Nick's in 11th. It's pretty sweet to see.
Really cool. That's a cool view of all the tents.
Right there, yeah.
Yeah.
We got Pat Reagan coming on down there.
Maggie's doing great.
Yeah, how's she faring?
She is not sure. She's not sure if she's feeling a little of the Big's backyard wrath as
Yeah.
well. But she's still out there like a champ, so send her some good vibes.
Cool. Well, I don't want to keep you all night, but thanks for joining
Yeah,
us up
thank
here.
you.
I'm sure you're eager to get a beer. So,
It's so
Yeah,
cool.
we
Maybe
appreciate
I'll come
it.
back for the
sounds good.
Slap Happy 5 a.m. shit.
All right. Thanks, Courtney.
Thanks, you guys.
See you later.
Thank you.
Yeah, you might need some help down those stairs.
Can you lend an elbow?
Always.
Nice. Well, I'm not going anywhere, guys. So stay tuned. I'll be here. This is great. We've got 200 of you guys in. Yeah, let us know how that was. If you'd like us to get back on we'll probably get back on the track for some more of these 100-mile finishes. Seems like a pretty good way to go.
From the field, Patrick Karen. So official.
What is it? Oh, that's what they're saying.
No, I was
Oh
just
yeah,
saying.
yeah. You didn't know I did that?
No.
I got a little bored up here, you know. Got to do something to keep it interesting.
Will Camille, Zach, or Patrick ever take a break?
Ideally not if they're going for all 24, right?
Yeah, maybe a bathroom break here or there.
I think it's better probably not to stop. I think if you stop, you might tighten up,
Yeah.
or so best
Yeah.
to just keep going.
Yeah, even if it's a few walk breaks mixed in, definitely good to just keep your groove going. And yeah, because the temperature is dropping, so if you're not running, you'll definitely start to get cold pretty quick out there.
Again, we're streaming from all of our platforms, but on YouTube we are taking your guys' questions and comments and kind of interacting. So if you're over on Facebook, maybe hop on YouTube for right now and check it out in the comments. There's over 200 people currently tuning in and jumping in the chat, so we'd love to hear from you. Keeps us awake and alert, and we appreciate it all.
Don't go, Courtney.
Yeah, sorry. Courtney left a while ago, guys. we held her hostage for long enough. It was interesting.
Yeah,
but,
she was gonna turn into an ice cube.
yeah, we got some people definitely putting some walking breaks in. This is the time when I think we're gonna start to see some moves. Nick is looking great right now. And that is Micah Morgan. She is also crushing it. Just looking fantastic.
Yeah, look like Nick's moving up into the top 10 real quick.
Yeah,
he's tied for 9th.
Yeah, tied for 9th with Bob and Walker, and he's moving faster than they are at this point.
Yeah.
So he's gonna, yep. And he's right on the heels of Oswaldo and Zach, and he's just right there. So it's gonna be fun to watch him move up. He can get pretty high up there for this one. So Camille's showing no signs of quitting, eh?
Yeah. Where's Jubilee tonight?
She has been taking photos all day, so we haven't been able to pull her into the booth yet. She might even be, I don't know if she's still here or not, actually. I haven't seen her in a minute.
Reporting from out on the track was cool. Why didn't Nick's wife run this race with him, Chad Ellsworth? I'm not sure.
She just ran and set a course record at McDowell Mountain Frenzy 50K last weekend. I'm not sure if the track is her sort of cup of tea or whatever. So, I don't know.
There's a craft beer bar on Central that's being recommended. Cut through the school.
Cut through the school? Is that what they said?
Yeah, so it's cut through the school.
That's amazing. Actually, there is like a bar market that I can see from here that it's like, see all those Christmas lights? It looks kind of fun, but I'm working right now, so I can't go over there.
Post-race party.
Yeah, check it out. We got our leaderboard back up. You guys can see where we're at. Pat Reagan is about 2.5 away from the 100. Is that Oswaldo?
Yeah.
Oh shit. So it turns out Oswaldo is thrown up into a trash can. 24-hour racing is hard.
Yep. So in case you hear any sounds in the background, it's just Oswaldo hurling. So we're totally running geeks to be watching this. Just saying, yep. Yeah, we appreciate all you running geeks. You guys make this awesome. Jamil, did Nick...
Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna go to this other feed.
That's terrible.
We shouldn't be laughing, but
He's positive about it, I think.
I think he's definitely struggling. Sorry, guys.
Jamil, have you done any of these types of races?
Yeah, I mean, the very first ultra I ever did was a fixed time 12-hour night run. I have never done an ultra on the track before, so that would something new. It's not first on my list.
All right, so thoughts on barefooting this thing. Is Andrew still out there? Yeah, I think he's still out there. Yep, he's in 15th place currently, cranking out 84.5 miles.
Actually, you'll see him come into the view right here. Pat Reagan is out front, and he's in the back of this group of guys right here.
Yep.
There he goes.
His toes might be a little chilly at this point, but maybe need some socks. What are the male and female 24-hour records for this race?
The event records.
Yeah, the event records are Pete, who's here today with 163.68. Was that 2 years or 3? Maybe longer.
Yeah, maybe 3 years ago, possibly.
Yeah, so 163.68 for Pete, and then for woman, Caitlin. How do you pronounce the last name?
Nagy.
Caitlin Nagy with 151.443. I think I mean, definitely both records are in contention today, with Camille having a good shot at the 151, and Pat and Zach going after the 163, so that'll be exciting as things progress.
They're all
getting
hearing the
full experience.
hearing the puke
Yeah,
right now.
sorry about that, guys.
Should have muted the feed, but it was just kind of came on quick.
Yeah, we feel bad for laughing too. Poor treadmill dude having to hear that. Well, it's all part of the experience. He's getting the full experience. Thanks for keeping it real. Great sound effects. Yep.
Those were real effects.
Yeah, we've got a little soundboard back here. Too much pure honey. Yes, he was having quite a bit of honey.
That is a good
earlier.
point. Too much honeycomb.
Anyone on here watching people running in circles for hours should be used to yakking sounds.
It's getting real.
Yeah. Hopefully we won't hear too many more for the sake of everyone else out there.
I'm looking over at Camille's form on the far side of the track there, and she's looking great still.
Yeah, definitely still steady and strong in passing people.
Yeah, great to hear those rumors are untrue.
Yep. Yeah.
I think someone just made those up to like increase the dramatic effect, quite possibly. There we got Andrew Snope going there across the feed again.
Who is this one?
What's that?
Do you know who that woman is?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see. We got Nick Curry coming into view here. Just looking like it's easy. Like, super good. I think him biding his time early. He wasn't even in the top 20 for the first several hours of the race.
He was in the bottom, like, what, bottom 5?
Yeah, it wasn't even on our screen for quite some time, so, yeah. Looks like his strategy's paying off. He just passed Bob Hearn. He's moved into 9th, and I mean, he's about to pass Oswaldo because Oswaldo's not currently on the course. Is he,
He might be.
Oh, he might be back on, actually.
Potentially.
He's maybe making a recovery right now.
The yakking took my mind off treadmill guy's sweat.
I'm glad we have people that have been tuning in for a while and can like remember all these great stories with us. This is fantastic.
I grew up running on tracks, so the new tracks are so nice on your feet and allow you to run faster. Yeah, we've certainly got a bouncy track surface out there. It's not like the cinder block tracks of the old days. That would be rough.
I think it's had a few years to get worn in a little too, so it's been a lot of miles on this one, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Someone said they missed it. When and why did Courtney drop? 59 miles in. Just had a long year. That's basically it. She's probably shouldn't even have started, but she wanted to give it a shot. Okay, man. All right.
All right, guys, tune it out for a bit.
Yeah.
I will be back.
He's gonna take a quick break. See who else we got in the comments over here. How's it going?
Good.
Feel free to jump in if you want, otherwise I'm just going to keep answering questions.
Sure.
I grew up running and on tracks, and new tracks are so nice on your feet. We got Chris Worden joining us here in the studio. He's been helping us with our live feed for a good part of the day.
It's been a blast.
How's your evening going?
Oh, this is so exciting to watch. To see so many great athletes going after national age group and such prestigious records as far as the sport goes. It's been fantastic.
So we just saw a national track record for women with Camille.
Yeah, she and the wonder was whether or not she was going to stop, and she put her hands up and just kept going. It was actually pretty great to see.
She's coming through your screen right now. You can see her, coming across those big white tents, and she's still looking great.
And the nice thing is that it's not just what Camille and Zach are doing here. It's that everybody here is putting up some really impressive mileage numbers, whether they're going for a world record or whether they're just going out to do their best. I haven't been listening to the stream. I've been down on the track itself, but Osvaldo is at 89 miles. Jacob Jackson's third and is at 96.5. Micah Morgan is at 92 and 92.7. Pete Kostelnick, of course, as we've talked about, has had an amazing year, and he's approaching 88 miles. Andrew Snope, of course, our resident barefoot runner, is at 85 miles, and all of these runners are looking very strong. I've only seen a couple that look like they're not on top of their game right now. For the most part, everybody that's still out on the track is still looking strong, even as they approach the 14-hour mark. Yeah, interesting to note. You'll see them come across the screen here in a second. They're actually about 100 meters from the start, but keep an eye on your screen here. You have Andrew Snope and Nick Curry going by right there, but coming around the curve, see him come into view, you have Zach Bitter, our race leader, and is being tailed by Camille Herron, our women's race leader. She is 1 lap behind him. And at this point in the race, that's almost a non-existent lead. So there's Zach coming across, and Camille's right there. So you'll see the totals tick up here as they cross. Zach just crossed 103, and Camille's at 102.9. So this is truly a race. Men and women going head-to-head. I mean, there's a lot of talk about that lately, and you're seeing it play out right here firsthand. It's really something to be seen, and it'll be exciting to see how this plays out. These are two amazing, incredible athletes. They're both 100-mile record holders, and really basically two of the best 100-mile athletes that we've seen in America going for 24 hours right now and duking it out head-to-head. It's really pretty exciting. Of course, each of them has made their mark at Tunnel Hill in the last couple of years, and that's part of the reason why we're so excited to see how things shake out here as we approach the end of hour 14. I had a couple of questions. I noticed which one is Micah Morgan? Micah Morgan is the red-haired woman, I believe, or she is. Let's point out what she's wearing. I think she's wearing a white shirt. I think she's wearing white right now. Yeah, we'll try and keep her right, because not a lot of people have heard about her, but she's been very impressive. I think she's actually running second female right now. Yep. Yes. And we heard she was going to be a bit of a dark horse at this one, so that's going to be a name that I think you're going to hear a lot more pretty soon. We did have a question from Eric Wu. Which Air Viper race would you recommend for a first 50K? We have a lot of great ones. Actually, last weekend's McDowell Mountain Frenzy 50K is a great one. It's a single loop on trails. Another one that a lot of people actually choose is the Crown King Scramble 50K. It's my favorite race of the year. Yeah, so it's a point-to-point. You want to talk a little bit about that one? Yeah, the Crown King Scramble starts on the banks of Lake Pleasant, just north of Phoenix, and goes 30 miles, just over 30 miles north to a small town called Crown King, Arizona. And if you're not familiar with the area, Crown King has a population of about 100, and it takes forever to drive to because you've got about 25 miles of dirt road along the way. When you finish the race, you'll see Crown King is basically a saloon, a couple of other businesses, and some cabins, and that's about it. And that's part of the charm of the race, and that's why it's my favorite race every year. It becomes a big party at the end of the race. You've got bands playing live, we've got our barbecue. Obviously, after everybody's cleaned up and decompressed a little bit, we actually kind of take over the Crown King Saloon that night. Yeah, it's like Arizona's oldest saloon, so you essentially start in the desert, surrounded by cactus, and you finish in the pine trees at the top of a mountain range in a tiny town at an old saloon. It's a good time. And we haven't even mentioned the fact that it's basically 6,000 feet of steady climb from miles 1 to 29. Yeah, but the thing about that is it kind of gives you a chance to hike and walk and pace yourself, so that's why I really dig it. I think it's a fantastic race, and if you're going to be there and you're going to be staying in Crown King overnight, hit me up, because we actually do an impromptu or an informal breakfast the following morning every year. So Micah Morgan I'm still keeping an eye out. We might have missed her once, but we'll try and give you a heads up on that one. We had a question, Jamil, does it look like Camille will pass Zach? And if she wins overall, will it be a big deal? Where are they on the track right now? Trying to keep tabs on them, it's kind of tough.
see. They are moving quite quickly, so.
Sorry, give us 1 second. Oh, I see Camille. It looks like she did pass Zach. She's over there.
Zach must have come off the track for a minute, perhaps?
Yeah, Zach might have stepped off for a second. He's still ahead, but I don't see him anywhere near her.
Wait, he's coming around here.
Oh, no.
There he is down there.
Oh, wow, what happened there? She must have stopped for a second. Yeah, looks like she might have stepped off the track for a second. So they're still pretty much neck and neck.
About a lap and a half difference at this point.
Yeah, so you'll see Zach coming up first on the screen here, and then we can switch over to Camille here in a second. But Zach's got the white headband on, and he's wearing like a black Ultra sleeveless shirt, I believe, or maybe he has sleeves on now. Yeah, might have put on a new shirt. So yeah, there's Zach right there. Still your race leader at this point. And we'll switch over, and you can see Camille is about a lap and 150 meters back, so she's coming right through. Still got that same smile on her face, grinning ear to ear. The various running styles are amazing to see. Is there a running style better than others for 24 hours?
I think that the people that we've seen, this is speaking as a rank amateur observation, that those who seem to be very consistent seem to be doing very well here. Obviously, we've referred back to Patrick Regan as an example of someone who just seems to have a stride that has not broken for 100 miles at this point.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I think a lot of people, they have different things that work for different people. I think this is a perfect example of that. I think, in my opinion, both Zach and Camille have very unique strides. Where you kind of look at them and think, kind of like, how are you doing this?
Yes.
But for them, I think it works really well. I think even like Yannis Kouros, I remember, even has kind of his own, you could like, just from a silhouette of him running, you could really tell that's Yannis, just because it's so different. But yeah, I think a lot of people, especially at this level, they kind of find their unique equilibrium and balance, and I don't know, a lot of them, they kind of like, Camille's kind of like a metronome with her. She has big arm swings, and Pat Regan is more like kind of tight and marches along.
The feed.
Oh, sorry guys, I knocked their results a little bit. Thank you. Cool. Again, if you guys are watching the feed, we're taking comments and questions live on YouTube right now over on the Air Viper running page. We've got about 188 of you tuning in live right now. It's just a pleasure spending the evening with you.
It looks like we're getting some heads up on Micah. I guess she did have a wardrobe change, and she's wearing gray.
Okay.
Gray long sleeve, and she ran Badwater. Was 3rd female and 9th overall
Awesome.
this year.
Oh, here we go. She just came by. I just got the end of her on that right there. We'll try and switch back and find her when she comes around again. So, yeah, we've spotted her, and we'll make sure to point her out.
And it sounds like somebody noticed that Camille slowed from a 2:14 to a 2:55 lap. I don't know if she
might have had a bathroom break. That sounds like possibly a bathroom break.
Yeah.
And there are a couple porta potties right on the track, so.
Bouncing around, I did see somebody ask when Crown King was. Bouncing back to that, Crown King is typically the end of March, beginning of April.
I think it's like the last weekend in March this year, maybe March 28th, something like that.
Michael Owen asking, any word on the 2:55 lap from Camille? Brief stop, bathroom, hoping she continues back in the 2 range. She looks like she's moving fine. Over in the far left of our
I honestly think it was a bathroom break, because I don't see her like having a wardrobe change.
Yeah, she looks fantastic out there right now. So the temperatures here right now, let me take a look at my phone real quick. It looks like it's 52. There's no wind. It's gorgeous outside right now. Although I am getting a little bit cold, I did lend my jacket to someone on the course. show, Gray actually has my jacket.
Oh, jeez.
He's going to.
Nick Curry is just charging right now. He's doing great. He's just moved into 8th place.
Yeah, he actually has been steadily moving.
All right, we
up.
got real quick Micah Morgan. She's coming across the screen right now. So there she is. She's got her hair up in a bun and she just passed by. I'll switch to the other view so you can get one more look at her. A lot of people asking about Micah Morgan tonight.
Yeah, she is making a name for herself tonight here. Obviously, she has a quite respectable resume that she wouldn't be here otherwise, but this is kind of our first exposure, at least here in Arizona and at Desert Solstice, to her. Back to your previous note about Nick Curry, he looks fantastic. I know that he was pacing himself quite modestly in the first few hours of the race, and if not that it means anything the first couple of hours into a race such as Desert Solstice, but he was at, quote, the back of the pack and has been steadily moving up from the 25 to 30 range and now in the top 10 overall. So he's looking fantastic, and as we talked with his crew, that was his plan all along, to try and maintain a very steady pace throughout the race.
Michael Owen, interested in the logistical point, where are the restrooms located? Oh shoot, we have Pat Reagan almost at 100 miles. He's like 1 lap away. So I guess we're not going to get a man on the field report for that one, but we'll watch him through on this live feed. I guess we kind of missed that. Where is he right now on the track? Too busy watching the Camille versus Zach showdown. Yeah, actually, Pat Reagan's coming across your screen right now.
And right after he goes off screen, he'll actually be hitting the 100-mile mark, right?
No, he has another lap.
Oh, one more lap.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So, well, if you want to run down there. I don't know if you feel like it.
Epic barf. Was there a barf on screen that I was missing?
Yeah, there was.
Yeah. My.
Where's the team? Oh, they're going down there right now. So.
Back to Michael Owen's question about interested in where the restrooms are located. They're on the far.
It's like
side.
if you're from the start, you go like 230 meters. That's where they are, and they're in lane 4. So you open the door into lane 3, and you run in lane 1 and 2. So they're right there. There's 2 restrooms on the track.
Of course, I know that Michael is probably pretty familiar with this campus, him being a local. It's on the opposite side from the big scoreboard here at Central High School.
Michael Owen isn't local, but... Michael Owen you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from Ohio.
Oh.
But, let's see. So let's see, we've got, Patrick Reagan coming in for 100 mile. He's going to be a hair over 14 hours.
Sorry, I thought there was another Michael Owen. There's actually one that
there is a Michael Owen here
locally. Yeah.
Oh.
His daughter, or his daughter's cross country runner here.
Oh, okay, right on. Lots of Michael Owens out there. I'm not local. Yeah, we know. Too hot and treeless there.
We have trees. We just have to plant them ourselves. Treadmill Dude said he was doing 45-minute run, 50-minute walk. Must be running now. That's been kind of a thing that people have been following here. Showgray's my bro. Wish I could hug that guy right now. He's not feeling well at all. Yeah, Show is the one that borrowed my jacket. You can see him on the far side, Jamil. He's just walking at this point.
Walking with your jacket.
Yeah, walking with a jacket. I know he said his stomach. I actually spoke with him.
All right, Pat Reagan is coming on in. You can see him in your lower part of the screen there. He will round this curve and hit his 100-mile mark in just over 14:04. So we've got a 14:04 for Patrick Reagan. This is his 3rd 100-miler now. 2 javelinas and now a Desert Solstice, and he should continue right on through. He's got basically 10 hours to run his heart out.
he loves it here in Arizona. He loves running the hundreds here.
He's had some good luck so far.
Well, perhaps he'll...
Yep, he just continued right on through, rolled right past.
Any word that he might relocate here, like some others who happen to love
There
here so
were
much?
some rumors flying around. There's been a lot of rumors today, but that was one that I heard of recently. So, you know, we gained Zach Bitter last year. They were house shopping, him and Nicole, and who knows? Maybe this will turn into a house shopping trip as well. Maybe they'll become roomies with Zach and Nicole.
Create their own Phoenix running group compared to the Coconino Cowboys or the Pima Pirates around the state here. Of course, Arizona being a hotbed for trail and ultra running.
Hey, check this out. We got Matthew Hotwick. What kind of heater do you have in the press box? Reason I ask, I'm the social media manager for Mr. Heater. We'll be happy to send one for the next one. Hey, that's super cool. This, I don't know if this is a Mr. Heater or not. It's like, we call it the propane Mickey Mouse ears. Yeah. I'm not sure, but we would love a Mr. Heater. We have Across the Years coming up. It's a 6-day race in a couple weeks, and it can get pretty dang cold out there. We have to. We're gonna be doing a live cast there apparently. So we should connect in. You can shoot me an email, jamil@airviperrunning.com, and we can connect up. We'd very much appreciate it.
I'll be doing one of the multi-days out there at A2 Across the Years as well. My son and I are both going to be doing the 72 hours, so I'll be out there plenty.
So we've got someone doing some math over here. Camille having 10 hours to cover 57 miles to break 160.524. But we have, I mean, the world record is 161.55, so I think, let's shoot for that. Let's shoot for that mark. You know, let's shoot. We might as well shoot for the world record if we're going to do this thing, right?
That would be fantastic to be able to witness history in that regard, and that would keep me awake all night for sure. Yeah, she's got basically 57 right now in a little under 10. That seems entirely doable. So I think moving very well.
Yeah, we could be witnessing. Basically, I mean, one of the greatest female ultra runners of all time is among us right now. That's for certain. The things that Camille has done all the way up, and it's looking like Desert Solstice might go her way this year. I mean, it's still early to tell. It's a long way to go. But I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen much change in her since her 100 mile. So.
Yeah, she seems like she's still moving very well.
She's coming into your screen right now, so you can let us know what you think. That one's lagging a bit.
There we go. Looks like it's okay now.
Oh, okay. Right on. So we've got Michael Owen, the Ohio Michael Owen chiming in. Impressive. Pat's 300s all being under 14:10. We'll see him with a slower one at Western States this year. In all likelihood, yes. Yeah. I mean, the course record's 14:30. Probably not going to break 14:10, but we'll see. Pat and Bitter, the Ultra Track Cowboy Bandits. Nice. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Wow, we jumped up in viewers there. We got like close to 230 right now. It's really fun hanging out with you guys. It's a great group. Hopefully you all are having a great day, evening, morning, night, wherever you are in the world, tuning in. It's, what time is it here? It's 10 o'clock at night here. We've got about 10 hours to go in this live cast, and we're gonna do everything we can to stay awake.
Holly Spitzer asks, what is the men's 24-hour track record? Is that what I'm looking at right here?
That's the world. They really only count one overall record. So the men's record is 188.59 miles, and that's held by Yannis Kouros. That is a 7:38 pace per mile. The American record is held by Mike Morton, 172.46, and that's an 8:21 pace averaged out. So.
Do you know where these races or these records were set by chance, or was it?
I don't remember offhand where those ones were set.
Because I knew Giannis has run out here. He's run it across the years, right?
Yeah, he has.
I wasn't sure if perhaps he. Camille needs to average 10:30 miles to hit the 161 mile world record.
Yeah, she's about 10% under the world track record, which I think is the overall probably. Let's see.
William Runner, great name, says you guys are doing an excellent job of commentating. Thank you. It's exciting to be here. This is my first time actually being at an event offering commentary. I obviously am a huge fan of the sport myself. I participate on a much lower level than these excellent athletes, and I've been excited to be a part of the Solstice broadcast since Jamil and I started talking about it several weeks ago. And I think that, you know, speaking, you know, just as a fan, I think that what he's done to set up this event has been nothing short of fantastic. I look forward to future events that you're handling these broadcasts, because I think that we're going to have so much to offer at future events.
Yeah, it's been definitely a lot of fun out here.
Just past 5 a.m. in the UK. Obviously, we're still taking questions on our YouTube feed, so if you've got anything you want to know, hit us up. We're obviously just hanging out here at Desert Solstice, 24-hour race. Our first few runners have hit the 100-mile mark, for those of you just tuning in. Jacob Jackson is at 98.9 miles, so he'll likely be the next person to finish or to hit that mark. He'll be the third male, fourth overall. Following Jacob is Micah Morgan at 94.45, Greg Armstrong at 93.7, Zach Gingrich at 91.47, and Nick Curry at 91.22. I'm still really impressed with what Nick has done. He has been very under control, very steady the entire day, and by virtue of that, has moved up the standings as the day has progressed. He didn't start out at the top, but he's making his way there at this point.
So I've got to check out my usage for my phone real quick. So.
No worries. Let's see. Camille just caught Zach past. I don't think they're on the same... Oh, wait, they are. They're on the same lap.
So she might have... She's still trailing him?
Where is... Camille's over on the far side of the track, and Zach is behind her. Camille has passed Zach. She's about 50 yards ahead.
Yeah, she's taking the lead.
Yeah, Camille has taken the lead. Did Pete stop? His time stopped at 13:47. He was moving last I saw. I don't know, maybe he's taken a break. I can see his crew from here. I don't see him down there, but I haven't really been watching for him lately. Is it just me, or is Camille smiling approximately 100% of the race? It is
110% of the race.
Absolutely. She has had a smile on her face all day long. Yeah, at this point, for those of you that are just tuning in, Camille Herron has overtaken Zach Better for the lead here at Desert Solstice in Phoenix, Arizona, at just over the 14-hour, 10-minute mark. Pete Kostlik, how's he doing? He seemed like he was moving just fine for as well as, or as much as he'd been running recently. I can't see him anywhere down there. I believe his parents are down there, so I don't know what to make of that. He might be just taking a break somewhere. He had a long sleeve polka top, I think. Let's see if we can find out what's happened with Pete. Michael Owen of Ohio asking, is this elevator music in the background? Do runners hear that? It is not elevator music, but the runners do hear it.
It's playing out loud on the track, yeah, but not in elevator. It's just kind of hard to hear.
Yeah. I don't see Pete on the miles tracker is available at ultracast.tv.
Yep. It's right on your screen. Right?
Yeah, it's right there at the bottom. Live results. And the results, or the current standings, would be under the 24-hour tab. The records tab will actually note, obviously these are still unofficial. Our current records so far set include, we've got, as we've been talking about, Camille Herron has the 100-mile record at open track, 13 hours, 45 minutes, 49 seconds. I'm sorry, that was the old record. The current record as her time today was 13:26:22. In terms of other records that have been broken, Thomas Rice, the USA Men's 50 to 54K, 50K, was set at a time of 3:39:26. Connie Gardner at the 55 to 59 50K track record at 4 hours, 37 minutes, 43 seconds. And Susie Swinehart, the 45 to 49 track 50-mile record, U.S. record, is at 7 hours, 23 minutes, and 12 seconds. Let's take some YouTube questions. Scott S. Makes a comment, Patrick looks exactly the same as Luke 1. I've been saying that all day. Pat has looked fantastic. I have been so impressed with his form. I saw Pat out at Haviland 100 just a few weeks ago. And as a special treat to us, I was captaining the aid station at Jackass Junction, the third shift.
Yep.
And Pat came out in a Halloween costume and was partying until the wee hours of the morning. And the man has seemingly a limitless gas tank. And so I got to see him several times on the course, but as I was also helping earlier in the day, but this is the first time I've really gotten a chance to watch him run for an extended period of time, and he is absolutely fantastic with regard to his cadence, his form. He looks the exact same, as you mentioned, at mile 101 as he did at mile 1. It's been a true treat to watch. Let's see, Ryan Shrimp, I can't remember the second person who's commentating his name, but he does great commentary. I'm appreciative of that. My name is Chris Warden. I'm a local here in Arizona, and if you ever come out to an Aravaipa race, odds are I'll be slinging your beers in the beer garden. That's usually what I'm known for here at the local races, and I'm just a big fan of watching great runners do great things. Would a crew Secant ND7, would a crew be allowed to run along a runner for 50 meters to chat and check with them?
No, that would be considered pacing. It's really, you can't really run with them at all. It's essentially handing off. You can't run with them, can't pace them at all, so it's more or less a handoff, and that's what you see down there. Most people stay within a couple feet of their tent, really. They communicate just with their runner as they come by. It's usually like, hey, I need my gloves, I need my gel next lap, water next lap. You know, if they need to stop for more, usually the runner will step off the track.
One of the amazing things about this race that differs from your typical other ultra events, obviously with it being on a track as opposed to a trail race, is that the interactions between crew and runner are so so efficient. In most cases, runners are barely slowing down. Some of the names at the top of the standings aren't even breaking stride to grab nutrition, drink. I swear the only times I've seen Camille or Patrick or Zach slow down is if they had to take a quick bathroom break. I know that somebody said that the only time they saw Camille stop on the track was a tire shoot. I wouldn't be surprised if that literally was the only time that she stopped. Is there Wi-Fi at ATY for my crew in the RV? No. ATY is, although your RV parking is most likely going to be on the far side, that's where most of the RVs tend to park at Camelback Ranch. Freestyle asks, I wonder if Zach is still feeling Tunnel Hill. If he is, he's not showing it, because he looks fantastic today. Wade Floyd asks, when do y'all turn the runners again? We'll be turning them at the stroke of midnight local time, so about an hour and 40 minutes. Let's see, let's take a look at the standings really quick. They were just asking as far as the when the runners are going to be turning next.
Oh yeah, I need to put the clock up again.
Jacob Jackson is going to be hitting 100 miles here in just a few moments. He's at 99.9. Let's see.
He's coming across the screen right now. Actually, he just hit. I think he already hit it.
Oh, yeah, 99.92 would have been at the beginning.
So he hit
lap.
it just a couple minutes ago. Jacob Jackson, next person to hit 100. He rolled through in probably 14:20.
Yeah, 14:20, 14:21. Fantastic time. I'm not familiar with Jacob Jackson. Do you have a little bit of background on his where he comes from and what he's done in the past?
I'm pretty sure he won Javelin 100K. If he's the one I'm thinking of. This year. I will confirm that right now. Yep, he won Javelin 100, 100K. Also, he won the Javelina Hangover 75K. He was second at Angeles Crest 100 this year. He did 134 miles at Nanny Goat, 24 hours, and yeah, he won Coldwater, a 100 mile this year. Quite the year.
Who currently has the women's 24-hour world record and where was it set?
Patricia Bernowski. It was at the 10th 24-hour Polish Championship back in 2017, September, and she did, it was 256 kilometers, which is 161.55 miles.
Michael Owen of Ohio asking pressing questions. What did Jamil just crack open? It was a Red Bull.
Yeah. Here we go. Red Bull. Number 1, I'm at a school. Number 2, I'm working, so I don't drink when I'm working. Except Red Bull. My first Red Bull of the day though, so we're not doing too shabby.
But he's got stock ready, so he's gonna be.
I do have
fine.
a couple more, and we got plenty of coffee on site, so yeah. The only issue we have right now is I just got an email on my phone that says I'm reaching my limit on my Verizon hotspot, which is my phone, which I thought was unlimited, but maybe it isn't. So I'm trying to figure that out. Not good. Hopefully I can just buy more data. If anyone works at Verizon and you're on this chat right now, like,
that would be fantastic.
Help me out, because I need some data right now, shortly, or we're gonna lose this stream.
That would be frustrating. If we need to, perhaps we'll hotspot my phone or something, and we'll figure it out. Where there's a will, there's a way. Does your brother have a PR pretty impressive already? Which Curry is the better runner?
I feel like we're fairly equal. It's just we focus on different things. I'm more of the Barkley, Tahoe 200 extreme stuff. He's more of the he likes to do shorter stuff, some faster road marathons, and this kind of stuff. So yeah, we have some different interests, but I think we're very, very comparable. We both got into the sport at the same time. We've been in it a long time. We've been doing this for, you know, almost 14 years now. So.
You both ran Hard Rock together in 2017, was that right?
A couple different times, but yes, we were both in it in 17, yeah.
Because if I remember correctly, I was actually tracking the two of you and James Bonet. You were kind of playing a
We're
game of leapfrog.
oftentimes leapfrogging back and forth. That's usually what happens, and then we'll link up and run together for a while. He ended up getting the best of me that time, but it just depends.
For those of you that weren't familiar with Nick's effort at Hard Rock in 2017, he found a fountain of energy at mile 90 and was doing sub 7-minute miles to finish out the race.
Not surprising.
It was fantastic from what I heard. I wasn't there, but I heard about it from people who were, that said he looked like he was possessed the last several miles. Adam Steves has a question. From an RD point of view, with only 33 entrants and no title sponsor, do the finances work totally differently from a standard ultra?
I'm sorry, what was that?
From an RD point of view, with only 33 entrants and no title sponsor, do the finances work totally different from a standard ultra?
It definitely is. That's a great question. I mean, we do charge every single entrant that comes here an entry fee. Everyone has to pay it. There's no comps for this one. This isn't, you know, necessarily a profitable event for us. I would say it's not. Especially if, I mean, we're paying out, we have prize money on the line. Like this, like I'm basically gonna pay, if there's world records set, I will pay out of my pocket the prize money. But I'm happy to, because it's kind of really our way to give back to the sport. This one's definitely a labor of love, and it really is a thing of legacy for myself and our company. Having something like this, you know, we literally will stop at nothing to do everything we can to make these records happen. We will set up these giant tents that you see on the track, and you know, we have staff come out and set all this stuff up. We have people out here timing it that we're paying, and submitting all the records, drug control officer on call, like pretty much everything that we need to make happen in order. It's like a ridiculous amount of support for just a handful of runners, but it's something that means a lot to me and to us, and hopefully it means a lot to the sport. It's so cool. It's so rewarding for me to see in the annual Ultra Running magazine a listing of like the top times or distances, and it's like Desert Solstice, Desert Solstice, Desert Solstice. Really cool, just to help be part of that legacy and to create something that's like a vehicle for all these amazing athletes to do what they do and run their hearts out. We just want to remove all obstacles to achieving your best, and that's what we're witnessing out here, and it's super rewarding. So I mean, if we can get sponsors on board for this event, put more prize money up, I think we would attract more runners and make it even more exciting. I think, you know, if we had big prize purses, maybe we'd see Eric Sensman and Jared Hazen, and not saying these guys are motivated by that kind of thing, but maybe it would be an extra thing. It's Stephen Kirsch, Zach Miller. You'd see like a lot of these other guys step up and go after the track, and I think it would be super interesting. So I think the vision moving forward would be something like that. It'd be fun to have some companies throw up some prize money. I think this is it's a great spectator-friendly type event, and could be a lot of fun. So, but for now, we get to enjoy it.
I think it's fantastic, and I think that the webcast that we're doing here is an excellent way to share with people around the country and the world into what we're doing here. We had. Is Camille the one wearing the Hoka top and compression socks? I don't think she's wearing a Hoka top, is she?
Wait, Camille?
Yeah.
Oh,
her hair. You cannot
miss her. Yeah.
She has her hair is flowing freely.
Yeah.
In the wind. So
here, this is Camille. There's Camille.
Right there, the white tank top and black shorts.
She just went by, and we'll have her pop up again.
good morning from Finland. What a race to watch. I'm glad you're enjoying it. We're glad to be here and sharing it with you. Hope you're having a great Sunday morning over in Finland. One of the things, actually, Jamil, that I wanted to ask you about, I was looking at the standings from this year, and I recognized a familiar name a little bit further down than I would have expected. Adrian Stanchu, is that how you pronounce his name? He won this event last year.
Yeah.
And he's currently running in 22nd overall, 16th male. Do you think that it's something, maybe he's not having the same race he had last year, or is it more that this field is just that much tougher? A combination of the two?
I think it's just year to year you have ups and downs. I think he had just a stellar race last year, and just maybe a little bit off this year from where he was at.
I mean, he's still moving fairly well. I mean, he's at 80 miles right now.
Yeah,
so
probably not going to match what he did 150 last year. Yeah, he's going to be behind pace on that one, but still, pretty good.
Let's see. Joseph Sutton asking, it's been asked, but what are specific entry qualifications into this race? I will try and pull those up for you in short order. Depends on what my phone is actually going to allow me to do. It's not letting me hit the Desert Solstice website, so I will try and find another way to do that. Let's see what else we've got going on. We've got over 200 people watching on our YouTube feed. One of the cool things about this is that we're not just on YouTube. We're on Facebook, on multiple pages. We're on the Desert Solstice Invitational Track Meet Facebook page, where we've got another few dozen people watching. And then on our Aravaipa running page, we've got another couple dozen people watching there. And then on Twitter, we also have another... Where are we at now on Twitter? I've been kind of following the numbers here. There's about 15-20 people on Twitter watching right now. I think that one of the things that we had been battling earlier was consistency in our stream. It looks like we've got those kinks worked out, and I believe that as the night goes on, we're probably going to have steady, strong numbers through the night. If you've stuck with us this long, or if you're tuning in now, we don't think you're going to be going anywhere, because it's going to be pretty great through the night to watch some of these runners, as really we'll be able to start to see how things are going to shake out. In a race like this, the first 12 hours are really just getting things warmed up, and the 100-mile mark is really just kind of a mark along the way. Let's see, Desert Solstice site is down. Yes, Kevin, I think that there's an issue with the actual home page for Desert Solstice.
Certainly.
I'm not able to pull it up. Wade Floyd, I'm excited to talk to my cross-country runners on Monday about this race. I told them about this. I have a few that are pretty interested in the longer races. That's something that has been something I've noticed. Younger runners getting into longer distance races, and obviously this is not a trail race, but a lot of runners that are into trail races find their way into Desert Solstice. The sport is getting younger, and it's getting faster, and it's exciting. For those of us that are not elite runners, it's going to prevent us from sneaking onto podiums at smaller races. It's just not going to happen anymore.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's really exciting to see younger runners taking up this sport. I think that my impression, correct or incorrect as it might be, was that people didn't really get into running trails until they got bored of marathons and half marathons on the road. Now it seems that runners are just heading straight to trails. The secret's out at how great of a sport this is, how much fun it can be, and also because of the community. The trail running community, at least where we're here in Arizona, is fantastic. We're very fortunate to have an organization such as Aravaipa here in town. And I'm not just tooting the horn. They don't pay me. I'm just here because I'm actually enjoying what I'm doing. I'm not on the payroll. I just simply am a huge fan of the sport, and I think that it has a lot to offer on a personal basis. I think that the runners that I've met through my trail running experiences are wonderful, and I look forward to meeting more people as time goes on. And this is my first Desert Solstice.
Really? You've never been here?
I've never been here.
Oh, that's amazing.
Haley was shocked when I told her. She said, I swear I've seen you here. I've had people actually say that they thought they saw me here. Like, no, I haven't been here yet.
There's a lot of people that I have, surprised they hadn't been out here before. So
yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, for me, it's a great like kind of end of the year race. I'm just amazed that it's already here already. Like the year's almost over. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, it's gonna be. There are a lot of runners here that are set up for some great things in 2019. We've obviously got Patrick is going to be running Western States. Zach, did he get an automatic qualifier into Western States next year, or I think he finished 10th?
He was
male?
just outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But Reagan did. He got an auto, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Reagan got an auto. Obviously, Courtney DeWalter, who's no longer on the course, but she's got a rollicking 2019 setup with both Hard Rock and Western States.
Exactly. Oh, look at that. Someone donated $1.99 to us. Woo!
Well, yeah,
that's
somebody
hilarious.
said, who will set up a GoFundMe site for data usage? That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I think I might have figured out, I think we just got these jetpacks, and I think we actually have some data left on this one. I'm about to use up all of mine on my phone, but we're definitely gonna try and keep this train rolling, so stay tuned.
Nick has thrown down in the last 30 minutes. Nick is up to 5th place male right now, 7th overall. He really is flying.
If that phone wasn't plugged in, it's dead.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you want to take that battery, there's battery pack up there.
All right.
Chris is gonna jump out real quick. Yeah, that one's all charged up. So, I mean, ideally, plug it into an outlet. Do you want to use? I think this goes with it, maybe. Oh, and there's a cord over there, so that would be awesome. Thank you. Yeah, so yeah, we had a little hiccup with one of our video feeds there, but he's getting that one figured out. Nick has thrown down in the last 30 minutes. Yeah, he's moved up to 7th now and nearing 100-mile mark. So we've got now 4 runners over the 100-mile mark, which is great. Nick Curry putting himself on the map tonight. Absolutely. Did that dude do the 50-100 age group records? I'm not sure about that. Skylar is not out here. I just saw that question. Chris Warden is on point in the late hours. That is right. He is here killing it. Camille just passed Zach. It looks like actually Zach just passed Camille, maybe? They're like neck and neck right now, so some exciting stuff up front. Like I see Camille, Zach is maybe just behind, maybe just ahead. We'll see who crosses the map first here. You can see Camille coming around the corner. There's Camille passing Zach Gingrich. Hey, Sky Stewart. Wow, $20. That is amazing. Thank you so much. That is awesome. Appreciate the support. So Camille comes across the line first. So she is currently about 200 meters ahead of Zach Bitter. What happened with Courtney? She pulled out of the race at 59 miles. She just said she had nothing left in her legs, so probably from just the year. It was an incredible year. Tahoe, Western States, I can't even remember all the things. Big's Backyard just 6 weeks ago. Yeah, she just gave it her all, and yeah, that is it for her for this year. But really, truly an incredible performance. That is for certain. Zach is sitting on Reagan now. Hey, thank you so much. We were getting a lot of positive compliments on the race coverage. We're really having a lot of fun out here with you guys tonight. You guys are really making this worth it. It's a lot of fun with the commentary on YouTube here. How's Jake Jackson doing? He is absolutely crushing it right now. He is almost 102 miles into this thing and in 4th place overall. We have a woman leading the 2018 Desert Solstice 24-hour. Camille Herron is out front, leading the charge, leading the way in her first 24-hour attempt. She's leading 2 others that are also running 24 hours, and yeah, right now we've got the 2 buddies, Pat Reagan and Zach Bitter. They are running stride for stride on the track. It's truly something amazing to see. They've kind of linked up over here as partners, and they're just trotting along. You'll see them come around here in a little bit. But Camille is... Where is Camille right now? Trying to locate her, but it's pretty amazing. Yes, Patrick is sponsored by Hoka. And here you go. You can see them coming around the bend right here. You got Pat Reagan on the right making the pass. Zach Bitter sitting right behind him. They are, at this point, working together, it looks like. They've linked up. This is Connie Gardner coming through here. She's got a little bit of a lean starting to develop, it looks like, but she's marching on ahead. So you had someone asking about Show Gray. I know he was walking laps earlier, but I haven't seen him in a minute. Camille is running really strong right now. She is keeping ahead of Zach and Patrick at this point in time. It's truly something to be seen. Benjamin Lee is asking, will we have Solstice shirts for sale? Tried to track someone down to buy one, but they were doing some stuff to record a record. Yeah, I don't know if you're still here. I don't know if we have a way to take sales today, honestly. We're using a lot of our stuff, but try and see Haley. She'd probably be the one to ask, but yeah, she is pretty preoccupied. I'm sure we will have some additional ones for sale after the race. We might even have some past years, but check back in with us. Let's see, there goes Camille coming across the line. It says she looks like she's moving exactly how she was in the first lap. Yes, I think she's 108 miles in and showing no signs of stopping. We've got some more, wow, everyone is talking about Nick right now. I haven't even focused on him. I've been so busy with everyone else right now. Oh yeah, I see him now. He's at 94.5 miles and looking strong. Chisholm Dupree, look at you, bud. Thanks for that donation. It's gonna go a long way to helping us keep this stream alive. Wonder if Barefoot Guy is going to start bleeding. They don't, He typically doesn't. So we've got Andrew Snope out here. He's the record holder for 24 hours barefoot running, 139 miles. Typically, unless there's some sort of like a legit injury, from what I've seen, they usually are pretty good about that kind of stuff. Pardon me 1 second, guys. Trying to make sure all my devices are charged up and my hotspots are ready just in case we need to utilize them. A cone has been kicked. Cone down! We've got a cone down. We're gonna have to notify our team of that one, that's for sure. Oh, it looks like I knocked our results a little bit. Actually, you guys can't currently see that. We're gonna switch over to that. So there's our leaderboard. You can also check that out at ultracast.tv. The link is right there on the screen. It's instantaneously updated, more or less. We've got Camille Herron now with a little bit of a lead over Zach Bitter. You can see him coming across the line right there on the outside, passing Stacy Costa. Some people definitely making some moves right now. Camille is absolutely flying right now. What? Unbelievable. She is absolutely hauling right now. Oh, that was actually pretty interesting. So I'd heard she had been doing this for a while, but on the back stretch, she was basically doing a wind sprint for about 50 meters and then kind of settled back into her normal pace, but it was like a very furious pace. Cone emergency, no one panic. Wade Floyd asks, any disqualification of a certain amount of steps inside the lane? I believe there is a rule about that. We usually just try and get the cones put back up. I think typically it's an accident. We do keep an eye on it, most definitely. But the cones are in place so that people are not cutting the curves. That's one of the requirements for a record certifying event, is having those cones in place and making sure that they are on that line. So I'm sure here shortly someone will be over there to fix that cone, but they go all the way around the curves on both sides. Thank you guys again for tuning in and staying live with us here. Desert Solstice 2018. There's Josh Jackson. Blue shorts guy kicked the cone. All right, I'm gonna keep an eye out. Thanks for watching for us. So, got a nice group right there. Quite a few people on the track still. That's gotta help build the energy and keep the stoke level high. I mean, this, more than any other ultra, is extremely demanding mentally. I mean, there's very little change in scenery. We of course have our direction changes every 4 hours, but other than that, I mean, you're not getting outside the walls of this track for a long time, many hours. We got a question from Joseph Williams. Which software are you using to manage the stream, cams, and on-screen graphics? Great job keeping it all online. So I'm using a Sling Studio. I bought there's a package of hardware that I have, and then there's software running on an iPad. So I'm switching between everything on an iPad. I've got a couple different angles out there on course, a couple cameras and a couple of phones linked up. Currently one of them is down, so this is really my only view I have right now. I apologize. We're trying to get the other one charged back up and out there. But yeah, it's worked great. I just got it before this race and I'm pretty happy with it so far. We'll probably do some more. Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay. I have a couple of quick updates.
Yeah.
Camille stepped off the course to change her shoes.
Yeah. Okay.
And Pete Kostelnik has been lying down in that tent over there for some time.
Cool.
So.
Is there any way you could grab me like something to eat from the thing, like beef burrito from them or something? I don't know, a couple things maybe. I'm definitely a little hungry.
Okay, that guy had was not.
What's that?
The battery pack I was using, I brought down there wasn't charged, so.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I think it was the one that I actually brought up here.
Oh, we need to get it recharging then.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Ideally, we need to plug it into an outlet, like the actual phone.
Other side just in case. So.
Yeah, plug it in to that cord over there if you can. All right, sorry guys, a couple logistics. Oh, looks like our corns, there we go. We got the cone setting. Haley's on it. Getting those cones set back up. So a couple updates we just heard from Chris Warden is that Pete Kostelnik is laying down in a tent, so sounds like his mileage is also getting to him a little bit out here. He is, where is he at? 87 miles, but he's been off the track for a little bit of time here. Camille Herron also stepped off the track. As you can see, Zach has now passed her. She had a quick shoe change, and hopefully we'll see her back out here in just a moment. But thank you to all of you cone warriors out there that helped alert us to the tragic fall of that cone. We are back. On average, what percentage of the field runs all the way to 24 hours? I don't have those kind of stats, but it's a difficult event. The 24-hour is one of the toughest forms of ultra running, I would have to say. To go the full length through the whole night, to keep it up, it's not easy, and it's quite a bit of attrition. I don't know a percentage, but in many years past, we'll have about 20 people start the race, and there's maybe only 3 to 5 that are left on the track the next morning. Let's see, we got some folks do the strides during long runs to help fire the fast twitch muscles. There you go, Michael Miller has a little bit of insight for us on why Camille might be doing some sprints. So she might be just mixing it up a little bit. Still on the lookout for her. Looks like she's probably back on track, but haven't seen her yet. Full cones, full cones. Have you ever done a 24-hour track race yourself? Would you want to? I have done 24-hour races on a dirt track. It wasn't a high school track, but it was a 500-meter loop. Actually, the first time I covered 100 miles was on a 500-meter dirt track at Across the Years in 2007, I believe. Maybe it was 2006. Yeah, 2006. What is Jam Jam's greatest accomplishment? I don't know. Maybe 4 loops at Barkley. Pretty proud of that one. Zach looks like he's back to cruising. Working on that second video angle for you guys. Bear with me right now. I only have one to work off of at the moment. Camille Herron is back on the track, and she's kind of back to her normal pace out there. She's looking good. Looking like a metronome. Josh Jackson is just behind her. He's looking really good as well. Zach Bitter right behind them, also looking well. This is exciting. I don't know if they're all going to keep going for another 9 hours, but we are down into the single digits. Oh, look at that. Ohio Trail Running, pitching in $20. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate that. Haven't seen the Cone Vandal in a while. I think he's hiding. He knows we're onto him. Yeah, I don't know. I missed who that was. Someone in blue shorts. Oh, I think maybe it was oh, Michael McKnight maybe. He's still out there. I can't 100% confirm that was him. Talk to me about the bean burrito you got coming. What's gonna be in that? Beans and a tortilla, probably. I'm not exactly near the aid station, and I'm not gonna leave this stream, so hopefully they got some good stuff heading up my way. God, how much rain has the Phoenix area been getting? We've been getting a lot in California. You know, lately we haven't, like in the past couple weeks, we haven't gotten a lot. We did get a little bit of a storm come through this week a couple times, but a few months ago we got hammered for quite a while. The desert has been very green and very, very beautiful. Jacob Jackson. I'm saying something else. Jack Jackson? Jim Jackson. Jones Jackson. Jackson Jones. Camille back on the track? She is. She is back at it. I got Pat Reagan on the screen there. Give you guys a leaderboard to look at. Zach has pulled a little ahead of Camille. She had to do a shoe change, but she's back at it. Coming up on 100 miles, Greg Armstrong will be the next to hit it. He's a 98.6, and right behind him is Micah Morgan. She is having a great race so far, second female currently, and she's going to be just a tad over 15 hours. I think it's a USB-C. Do you have that?
I do.
Right on. Game on.
I've got to wait for that other
to fire up.
Yeah. Wait a minute, that means it's fully charged, isn't it?
Yeah. But that's plugged in now. The phone down there.
Yeah, apparently it's just going to take a couple minutes. Like it was like dead zero.
Dead, yeah. Okay.
Let it wake up first.
Someone saying, Taco Bell always gives me the explosive diarrhea. I shouldn't have read that out loud, but thank you for that. Thoughts on Ed the Jester? He's not with us at this race this year, but he's come out here and runs, I think, a sub 1500 mile, which is incredible. Camille's moving along quite well again. Everyone's just really moving well. That's kind of the summary of this race right now. I think it's like great weather coupled with just, I think the talent on the track is really, they're pulling themselves around. It's really something to be seen. It's great. Didn't the leaderboard used to show lap time? Michael Miller, thank you for that. You know, the leaderboard that the leaderboard I'm working off of does not. That's kind of a, if you go to the recent passings on Ultracast, that's what it looks like. But Michael, to answer your question, the feed I'm working off is a custom one that has a clock at the top, and it's just a leaderboard, but that's a great suggestion that maybe we would include next time. Unfortunately, my programmer, he's right there on your screen, the pink shoes, Nick Curry, he built that for us, so yeah, I can try and keep an eye on that and maybe just comment on what lap times we're seeing. But I'm gonna leave you guys with this screen. Yeah, I will comment on the lap times a little bit, but we just don't have it on this version with the clock at the top and everything. So Hey, Jeff Slater, thank you so much for that donation. Really appreciate it. Who's the woman in the blue shorts and blue long sleeves? She looks like she's been hurting for a while with that lean. That's Connie Gardner. She's definitely starting to lean a little bit. Digging the drum and bass.